You're watching Boilermaker Primetime on WUTR.
41 years have come and gone, bringing along with it a lot of blood, sweat, tears, and sneakers here to the Mohawk Valley. Now, we know that the second Sunday of July is no ordinary day, but it wasn't always like that. At one point, the concept of running through the streets of Utica was actually unheard of. Now it's turned into the Boilermaker we know and love today. Lucas Frankel shows us how we got here.
I think about the great number of people to be here the morning of the race, and then suddenly the gun goes off and everybody's gone.
Standing down the road from the start of the Boilermaker, Earl Reed has seen and done it all with the race, dating back to its origins in 1978.
I sat down with my dad and the CFO, and it was the 50th anniversary of my company. I wanted to do something to celebrate our 50th anniversary.
In the meantime, as an avid runner, Reed was trying to figure out what to do about the lack of options available to him in the Mohawk Valley.
There was only one race at the time in our area, and that was the Falling Leaves race, which is at the latter part of September. So I wanted to do something that would correspond when my company we shut down for the summer break.
So he came up with the idea to start a road race, and looked no further than his own company for a name.
Because we make boilers, hot water heat, that's our key.
From there, the race was forever known as the Boilermaker, and after mapping out the course and getting it certified for 9.3 miles or 15 kilometers, the Boilermaker was ready for takeoff. But right off the bat, there was a clear problem.
The first year, which I ran the race, and then I realized you can't be a race director and run the race, we started at 10:30 in the morning. We found out the second year, even in good old Utica, New York, you can't have a race finishing around high noon. It was terribly hot. We had a lot of people that got under the weather. We sent some people to the emergency room. So we changed it to 8:30.
During its early years, the Boilermaker mainly featured local runners from area clubs, but that all changed in 1983.
Bill Rogers won our race, and Bill Rogers was the type of guy who was known not only by the running public, but also about the non-running.
He was, after all, one of the greatest runners in American history, winning 4 Boston marathons, including 3 straight from 1978 through 1980, and 4 consecutive New York City marathons from 1976 through 79.
And a lot of those elite runners realized we treated them real well. I think that's how the word gets out, particularly among some of the Kenyan runners. They talk to some of their friends, and that tend to bring them to the Boilermaker.
And the race has never looked back, drawing in upwards of 18,000 runners each year and expanding to include a 5K and a wheelchair race, while becoming synonymous with Utica.
Obviously, the community has wrapped their arms around the Boilermaker. For one Sunday out of the year, everybody feels good about the area, and the key is cooperation. Everybody cooperates, from government, the media, and the person who's out there on the course urging on his or her friend or relative.
One of the most exciting parts of the Boilermaker itself is that it keeps on growing. Now, for those who weren't up to the task of taking on that monstrous 15K, race officials welcomed the 5K. It's a 3.1-mile race that allows thousands of people to mark their place in the Boilermaker history books. That finishing right under the Boilermaker arches, but starting over on the Burstone Road Bridge. That's where we find Grace Fernandez.
Well, it's crazy to believe that exactly a year ago, I was standing in this exact spot covering my very first Boilermaker, and just like last year, we're blessed with amazing weather. It's not even 60 degrees, and it doesn't get better than that for these runners. They're going to be staying very cool this morning. I'm going to move out of the way just so you can see what this scene looks like. This is the 5K starting line, and well, this is where today's events really start. In about a few minutes, around 4,500 runners will be on their way towards the finish line, and in about an hour or so, the 15K will start. So many people out here today, and even though Burstone Road is under construction, the DOT did a great job making space for not only the runners, but for spectators to have room. I've talked with several runners who say this is their first time ever running, and well, this is really the best place to start to get primed for the 15K Boilermaker next year. And for some people, this is just a fun event. How do you feel about running in a gorilla suit? Like, what inspired you to do that?
Oh, it's his idea, and I'll tell you how I feel after the race, I guess. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. People come for different reasons. We just come because we think it's a great challenge for us. We just want to get to the end together, and after we're done, you know, just hang out and have a good time.
What are you looking to get out of today?
Can I say the beer at the end? Is that okay? Exactly. Yeah. We do it for fun, a little exercise, but we've done a few different 5Ks. We only do the fun ones. It's amazing. We love the enthusiasm, and we love when you run and all the support you get running down the streets. It's a lot of fun.
It's a race all about beating the odds and letting nothing stand in your way. Boilermaker Sunday. It has 3 main events, the 5K, the 15K, and the wheelchair competition, welcoming Paralympians from all over the globe right here to Central New York. Now, it's a race that's growing in popularity, that field getting bigger each and every year. Let's join Lucas Frankel over on Culver Avenue.
Here at the start of the wheelchair race, where we have a record number of competitors, a total of 45, including 8 women, which obliterates the all-time record. We have defending champion Amanda McGrory, who's 5 for 5 in the last 5 Boilermakers and has won a total of 6. She has never lost in this race. She's here. We also have 2-time defending men's champion Daniel Romanchuk. Both of them are actually from Illinois, so whatever they're drinking, I'll take some of that. And we also have Jason Robinson out of Westmoreland, who just made his way back from the Junior World Championships in Ireland, and I caught up with both of them in the moments leading up to this race. We're here with Westmoreland's Jason Robinson. Jason just came back from the World Championships, won 4 medals. What was that experience like for you?
It was awesome. To be able to represent Team USA for the first time, it was awesome. And to be able to have my first international competition, that was amazing.
And so it's a pretty quick turnaround. So you go from, winning 4 medals in Ireland to coming here and racing the Boilermaker. What's that turnaround like for you?
When I came home, I rested, made sure I was well rested for the race, and that's good for me today, so yeah.
And I guess, what are your expectations? I mean, you won a silver medal, won 3 bronze medals. How do you expect to do today? Obviously, you ran the race before, so you kind of have an idea of, how it's supposed to go.
I definitely want to get a PR. I think that once I get a PR, I'll be fine. But I want to push a fast race and just want to accomplish a few things that I haven't told anyone yet, but keep them in my head so I know that I have a goal to focus on before the race and that I have a goal to focus on throughout the race.
Awesome. Jason, thank you very much, and good luck during the race.
Thank you.
Here with 2-time defending champion Daniel Romanchuk. Daniel, welcome back to Utica.
Hey, thank you.
So what's it like? You won the last 2 Boilermakers. What's your mindset coming into this race, knowing you've won, the last 2 times you've raced it?
Weather's great today. I think it's going to be a good race. We've got a very good field here this time.
And last year, you beat your time by nearly 2 minutes. How do you explain such a drastic improvement like that? I mean, that is pretty monumental.
I've been training at University of Illinois. So that's definitely been helping with the coach and all the other athletes out there. It's a wonderful group to train with.
And I guess what are your expectations for yourself this year? I mean, you beat your time last year by 2 minutes, have won the last 2 Boilermakers. I mean, how do you get better than that?
I mean, like I said, weather's good, so go out, see what happens. Not sure.
All right, best of luck today, and we'll see you at the finish line.
Thank you.
Here at the start of the wheelchair race, as you can see, they're all lining up, rearing to go. Defending champions Amanda McGrory and Daniel Romanchuk at the start again. A record number of competitors here. The weather has certainly cooperated, and these runners, they got here very, very early in the morning, and they're gearing up, they're ready to roll, and let's listen in to the start of the wheelchair race. All right, the wheelchair racers are off, and we'll be right back here on Boilermaker Primetime 2018.